You know, speaking of robbed, I personally have never been robbed in person, but it's one of the worst ever feelings that I've ever had personally, that I can say, when my car was broken into. Like, it's bad. Okay, it happened when I was working at the theaters as well. It was a day where I had a night shift, and I was not like let's see, like for example, I parked at around maybe 5 p.m. and I wouldn't get to my car until maybe 12 a.m. So what happened was, it's a really busy time of the year, so parking in that area, what the fuck's a bucket? So yeah, parking was really scarce, and I had to park far away. So I parked in an area that's kind of far, like pretty far. Oh my god, look at this! Pretty far away near the street, like near the main street. So it's literally like 2 feet away from like a shit ton of traffic, and it's not under the comfort of like, you know, where everyone walks by. So I left it, and it was my old car. It was a 91 Honda Prelude. It's my first car. I don't have it anymore. But yeah, so like parking lot was filled up, and then I did my shift, and then, you know, I was just thinking about, oh, I'm gonna get home now, screw this, let's go home. Walked up to the car, like the parking lot at that time of night was empty, and my car was the only one there because I was an employee, and the other people in the parking lots who are gone were customers. So from far away, I could see my car, and I'm like, okay, there's my car. I looked around, it's like hella dark as shit. And then the closer I got, I noticed something was off about my car. The doors were closed, all the doors were closed. But I looked and I see the seats, instead of being back, it was like forward. You know how you would put the seat forward to get to the back seat. So I saw it and I'm like, oh, what the fuck is this? What is that? Why is it like that? I 100% did not leave it like that. So my stomach was in knots, like looking around. I got closer, and then I looked in my window and I saw that, yeah, it was broken into. Well, it wasn't like, nothing was broke. Like no windows broke or anything. I guess they like jimmied the door or something. Cause it's an old school car, right? It's an old school car, so I guess it was pretty easy to get into. And then I got in the car and I locked everything. I got in the car, I pushed the seat back, I sat down, I locked everything. And then I sat there for a bit, like thinking, okay, we just got broken into. What am I missing? Am I missing anything? I looked around and everything's still there. The glove department was not even broken into at all. The car was really dirty. It's always been dirty. But I don't keep anything of value in there, but there's a bunch of like, there was a bunch of like trash in there and papers and shit. So I guess they looked around and they didn't even take my like radio. And it was like a really terrible feeling. Cause like, you know, it's just like, dang, your personal space, your security. I just sat there for like 5 minutes. But then I thought, what the fuck am I doing? It's like almost 1 a.m. I'm in a car sitting in a parking lot where I just got broken into. Let me start the car and get the fuck out of there, just in case some people were like looking to see who would come back for the car. Like I wasn't thinking about that, but then after like the shock of like, oh shit, I got broken into, I'm like, oh shit, my safety might be in jeopardy. I gotta get the fuck out. So I went home. I went to the you know, I parked. And I went to the house and I just laid down, and I was like, oh my god, it's such a shitty feeling. And now I can kind of, you know, sympathize even more for people whose houses got broken into, because this is just like my car. But, you know, like I said, I felt a little bit of that security taken away, you know, your you know, how safe you are, and then it's like, damn, it must be really, really 100 times worse for people whose house, because those houses are just, you know, they're in place, they're stuck. Whereas a car, maybe you just got broken into in a nearby town or something, and you probably never see those people again. But no, you know, you get hit once at your house. What are you gonna do? You gotta up your security, but you're always under the assumption like, hey, maybe they're gonna come back because this was an easy target for them, etc. So yeah, like my feeling went away after like a while. I made sure to tell people like, yeah, I got broken into over here. Be careful and all that shit. But it was really bad. Someone broke into my car in my old neighborhood. They took the cash in my chain door and my backpack. They were kind enough to empty it, leave my T89 calculator. Those idiots probably didn't know those things are worth like $100. And all the contents of my backpack in the car. They didn't want me to go class without my homework. They're like, this nerd. That fucking sucks. I remember your street. I hated parking away. I mean, it was like, I don't know. All those houses around your old neighborhood, I feel like there's a bunch of ghetto people living there, even though, like, the houses were nice. 1 block away is, like, the ghetto neighborhood. I'm sure, like, they trickled over into there as well. So, yeah, it's a really bad feeling. It is a really bad feeling. But, just, you know, gotta sympathize. I don't have it the worst, you know. Fucking sucks, though. Fucking sucks. And then Eric, you're a do man. Shit. How many breams do I have? I'm gonna catch 1 more bream and then sell it, and then I can buy the new sword. This sword's gonna be freaking crazy. I had my GameCube controller and badminton racket, stole it, and they took my pesos. No, your pesos from the hometown. Feels bad when they took your GameCube controller. Those fucks. How many breams do I have? I bet I got a shit ton. I'm gonna make a shit ton of money. Let's go.
We've got
sell. Bream. 8? 6,000? 13K? And they left a mess. I mean, I guess they're under no obligation to keep it, you know, clean. But still. Those fucks. They were looking through your engineering binder? What the fuck? Hey, this guy's a nerd. This guy's a fuck. Look at this. Look at this nerd. Let's rob his ass. This is a 16K. Beast Bane. Look how much damage it is. Oh my god. Alright, I almost got enough money for this. Let me catch here a little bit more fish. So badminton racket. So it was back in high school then? Or maybe you were playing badminton in college?